The Echo bosses were revealed today in the early leagues teasers, and these are looking amazing. If you don't know, Echo bosses are a new feature of this year's league, and they are basically more powerful variants of existing bosses with better stats and added mechanics. It's also important to add that these can drop never before seen items, each bringing amazing benefits that can change completely the way you play the game. Each region will have one of these bosses excluding Karamja and Misselin, and today I will share with you each one of them and the amazing items they can drop. Also, in the end of the video, I will give my opinion on which ones I think are the best and possibly be part of my choices. And real quick, if you enjoyed this content, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. Alright, let's begin. To gain access to Echo bosses, first you need to defeat the original version of that boss, giving you the chance of receiving an Echo Orb. This orb will give you the chance of permanently gain access to that specific boss. In Asgardia, we have the Echo version of Cerberus, which means we need 91 Slayer and a Slayer task to be able to drop the Echo Orb in the first place. After we get it, a Slayer task is no longer needed and we can fight it whenever we want. This Echo boss version drops the Dog Sword. This amazing weapon combines all God Swords into one, meaning its special attack have all combined specials, which is insane given the fact that this year we might get the special attack relic again. In the desert, we have the Calphite Queen Echo version. This boss drops the Drygor Blowpipe. This is a fast ranged weapon that rolls twice for accuracy when attacking, taking the highest result. This item is accurate and incredibly fast, and with a range relic, this weapon becomes a must-have in your range route. Next, in Mauritania, we have the Grotesque Guardians Echo version. To fight these bosses, first you need 75 Slayer and the Gargoyle Slayer task to get the orb, and after you get it, a Slayer task is no longer needed. They drop the Gloves of the Damned, which act as an amulet of the damned that buffs all Barrow's equipment. On top of that, when these gloves are equipped, they double the effect of all Barrow sets, making them incredible, especially Darok, Arim, and Karel. In the wilderness, we have the KBD Echo version that drops two Echo items, the sword Thunder Kopesh and the shields the Thousand Dragon Ward. When attacking with the sword, it has a 20% chance of triggering an AoE attack that damages all enemies around you in a 3x3 area. For special attack, it attacks twice, and if either attack is successful, an additional lightning attack is summoned for up to 100 of the original attack max hits. This weapon is especially strong against the corporeal beasts, dealing full damage to this boss. The shield grants immunity to all status effects, which is insane against Vorkath or Zulrah, for example. I think with these two items, picking the wilderness became much more interesting. Next up, we have Kandarin. In this region, we have the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil Echo boss version. To fight it, you need 93 Slayer and a Smoke Devil Slayer task. After you drop the Echo Orb, a Slayer task is no longer needed. This boss drops the Devil Element, an offhand item that provides infinite elemental runes when equipped. It also doubles the effect of the weakness of every monster in the game. So, magic users, this one is definitely for you. In the Fremnik region, we have the Dagonaut King's Echo bosses. These three bosses drop two items, the Amulet of Monarchs and the Emperor Ring, which both give bonuses to every stat, making this the perfect jewelry to use throughout the league. Next, we have Tiranwin. This region Echo variant is the Gauntlet, specifically the Corrupted Gauntlet to have a chance of receiving the Echo Orb. After you get it, you skip the Gauntlet preparation entirely, jumping straight to the boss room. This Echo boss drops the Crystal Blessing, which makes possible to apply the 30% accuracy and 50% damage bonus of the Crystal Armor to any melee weapon when equipped together, which makes this region even more interesting. Alright, let's change continent and enter KhaiRs. The Echo boss of this region is Espery. You still need to get and plant the Espery seed to fight the normal version of this boss, and when you do, it will guarantee drop the Echo Crystal to finally have permanent access to the Echo version. This version of the boss drops the Nature's Reprisal, a weapon that uses all three combat styles. It's charged with Nature and Earth runes, and for sure it's an interesting and incredible versatile weapon that will help you anywhere. And finally, we have Varlamore. In this region, we have to beat all the Colosseum waves, including Sol, to receive the Echo Orb. After you get this, you can skip all waves and fight Echo Sol directly. This boss can drop two items, the Sunlight Spear and the Sunlit Braces. Attacking with the spear gains sunlight stacks up to a maximum of 20. Using the special attack will consume 7 sunlight stacks, damaging every NPC in a range of 3 tiles. and this damage will increase depending on the prayer bonus we have. The Sunlit Braces give the ability of increasing healing by 100%. This means every time we eat or brew up, it will give us double the health, and this can be applied on every single healing method in the game. Just amazing. As you can see, it became incredibly difficult to decide which region to pick, especially after this big announcement. And for me, I'm not entirely sure which one I will pick, but with all that said, I think I will go with the Desert Drygore Blowpipe, the Asgarnia Dog Swords, and of course the Varlamore ones, the Sunlit Spear, and the Sunlit Braces. Please comment below if you think I'm right picking these Echo Bosses and which ones you will choose. I'm very curious. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.